Always got to look around. Now, we're always being warned that Big Brother is watching, but who else is checking up on where we are and what we're doing? Well, it seems bosses are using technology and private eyes to spy on workers, both at work and away from it. Some are sacking employees for not working every minute they claim on their timesheets. So is it an invasion of privacy, or do employers have the right to monitor what you're doing? Damien Hansen has the story.
We've caught them working second jobs, we've caught them driving taxi cabs, felling trees, doing all sorts of things when they're supposed to be sick.
Using the level of surveillance and invasiveness into people's private lives is well and truly over the top.
The nation's bosses are using an arsenal of spyware to protect their bottom line. Investigators, undercover operatives, following employees to and from work, they clock on when you clock off.
You'd expect this from ASIO if you were, importing drugs or something like that into the country, not a suspected breach of a workplace agreement. This is just ridiculous.
They're the fresh tactics to get the most out of workers or force them out altogether. It's the latest salvo in a workplace war. Big Brother's joining forces with the boss in a game of industrial espionage.
We don't condone anyone rorting in the workplace. If there's a legitimate concern, we encourage companies to come to us and we'll look at, do we have to talk to people? Let's work our way through all of these scenarios.
Jason Young is from the electrical trade union. 4 of his members were stood down, accused of fudging their timesheets.
If this is a rather large employer doing this, what would a small employer do?
Leaked surveillance reports show the Energex workers were followed over a period of 14 months, to, from and during work. It's called into question the length some employers are going to monitor staff.
When employees take time off, we have a term for that in the investigation industry. We call it theft of time, because time is money.
Energex has confirmed they do utilise private investigators to keep an eye on their employees, but they hire another company to undertake that dirty work. They also keep an eye on customers' Facebook accounts, they say, to make sure things run smoothly and to monitor any customer complaints. Anthony DeCourt took 2 days off around New Year's Day and was sacked when his boss saw a Facebook photo of him celebrating. Anthony appealed to Fair Work Australia, but it found the photos were clear evidence he'd done the wrong thing.
There seems to be this opinion or attitude that it's everyone's God-given right to take a certain amount of sick days a year, even if you're not sick. And that's not the case. Sick days are there for sick people, not for people to go to the beach or to work second jobs.
Warren Mallard is one of the country's most experienced private investigators.
Employees should be entitled to privacy if they're doing the right thing, but they also should know that if they are doing the wrong thing, there's a very good chance that they'll be caught.
He says while there are laws governing the use of cameras in the workplace, you're fair game off-site and after hours if your employer suspects you're up to no good.
So you're a fraudster?
Yeah.
How does that sit with you?
Not real well.
David Reardon-Smith knows what it's like to be called out. After suffering a workplace injury, he entered a surfing contest.
How much did you win in the comp?
$750.
And his photo made it to the local paper. He pleaded guilty to giving misleading statements and was forced to pay back $16,000 in payments and fines.
My advice to employees is that if you're not doing anything wrong, you have nothing to fear. However, if you are stealing or behaving inappropriately in the workplace, you may be caught out.
Earlier this year, Telstra came under fire, accused of spying on private union meetings, listening in on sensitive phone calls during wage negotiations.
It can't be allowed to continue. So our members across the state are saying, no, we're not going to put up with this.
Be warned, Big Boss is watching.
If you're thinking of stealing or taking a sickie in the workplace, don't do it. Chances are you'll be caught.